Hey guys, welcome to the Test Academy. My name is Pramod, and in this video, we are going to cover how to crack an API testing interview. This video is especially for the people who are basically QA fresher, as well as they have like 2 to 3 years of year experience, and there is somewhat related to API which is coming in the interview, right? I'm going to discuss about what are the different topics that you should know. We'll cover from the manual side as well as from the automation side. I'm going to give you my personal tips and the videos as well as resources that you should basically going through, and what will be your plan of action if you have an interview coming related to the APIs. All right, so let's get started. All right, awesome. So first of all, guys, before we start, let me tell you this thing. This is really important. First of all, if you are a QA fresher or if you have experience, it doesn't matter, right? It basically, if you are someone who want to switch from manual to automation, that's what I have done, right? So basically, the easiest way to switch from manual to automation is basically starting with the API testing. That's my experience. I have like nearly around 9 years of experience, and this is how I've started. All right, so I would suggest all of you to basically start watching the API testing with Postman videos. We have a 30 days of API testing challenge also. So please go ahead. This is the link, which is sdet.live/ytp, which is basically YouTube playlist, right? And you can go through it. I will recommend to watch the SDET Blueprint version 1 videos because version 2 is coming, right? Rest assured, 30-day challenge, even if you are not comfortable with Java, but I would suggest you to watch the videos because you will get to know like how to develop an API automation framework, advanced API automation framework, right? Selenium for especially for the UI related, and don't forget to be a part of our SDET community on the Telegram group because we are discussing lots of information there in the Testing Academy Telegram channel, right? So let's get started and let's basically discuss about what are different topics that you should know. All right, so first of all, from the manual side of view, right, if you want to crack the API testing interview especially, first of all, let me tell you like why API testing is really important. Let me open up my personal trip and see this point. I am just bolding it out. Basically, I have seen people getting selected only based on the API testing. So basically, they are giving the full interview of a SDAT profile, automation profile, or even a manual testing profile, right? People are getting selected because they know how to do API testing using Postman, and rest assured that I have taken like more than 300 plus interviews. So I would highly recommend any fresher as well as any experienced people to pay attention to the API testing side of it. Okay, so make sure you know the concepts. What are the different concepts, Pramod? Tell me, right? Okay. First of all, you basically have to learn about what exactly is an API, which is basically application programming interfaces. What exactly is API testing? You have to know the web services basics, right? There are different types of web services like SOAP, REST, as well as RPCs, which is basically remote procedures. Remote procedure and SOAP are not important and they are kind of outdated right now, but REST and their REST constraint is really important. And most of the time, whenever you are working, as well as whenever you are testing API, your testing scope of APIs will resolve around the REST APIs. Okay, so that you need to pay attention. This is really important. You should have the basic understanding of www, which is World Wide Web, right? And the HTTP protocol, which is hypertext transfer protocol, right? You should know how headers work, your status codes, right? This is really important, and this is where most of the interview question will basically revolve around, which is basically the CRUD, right? It's basically a CRUD where you will basically learn about the different HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete, and patch, and how basically we perform the payload in the different HTTP method. This is where you need to learn about it, right? Now I'm going to give you like how you can learn them also. So I'm just giving you the high level view, like how the interview structure or the concepts are basically revolve around wherever you are basically giving the API testing interview, right? This is really important for this. Sorry to disturb you guys. If you're getting the value from this video, please subscribe and like this video. People, please do that. Thanks a lot, and let's continue. Now, basically, you need to learn what about the types of API testing, right? And I think I have a screenshot for you guys, which is somewhere around this, where it is. There is a particular article. Yeah, this article basically says about the different types of API testing, and I have covered this into in the one of my video also, where you can do functional testing of an API, UI testing, load, runtime error, validation, first penetration, and secure testing. You can read about them. All of them are covered in the basically API testing playlist, right? In this tutorial, go back, right? Give me 1 second, where I have covered, right? This series basically, if you go to the Testing Academy, go to the playlist section, right? And here you will see the API testing using Postman, where I have covered most of the concepts related to the different STPP codes, how the STPP basics and other things, right? So make sure you watch these videos, because these are really helpful, and they cover most of the API interview questions. And this series, I think, which is very important, where this is a part 1, and you have part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, where I cover most of the API interview related questions. And this is many these kind of questions are always keep on coming. Okay, so pay attention to it. Another thing is which is I just wanted to give you with my personal point of view is this, that whenever someone says that, okay, what exactly you do in the API testing, right? What you have to do is you have to tell them that basically API testing is not it's not different from a traditional testing that you do, right? We whenever we are doing the API testing, right, we are also basically planning the test cases. We are basically writing the test cases, we are basically executing the test cases, and we are basically checking the APIs, right? So execution part, test case development, reviews, as well as and the framework development, right? It is basically very similar as compared to the traditional testing. So that's many students basically says that API testing is only about checking the JSONs, their HTTP code, and the key value pair. This is not true. You have to test on a different level, right? So this is where I was talking about, right? Here you in the API testing, you are basically telling about the functional point of view, but what about the security point of view? What about the errors in the JSON? What about the validations? What about the first testing? What about the penetration, API monitoring? What will happen if the APIs, how the APIs are response, how is the API response whenever they are in Asia and whenever they are in Europe, they are accessed through the Europes and all. So all these things are different concepts that you should know. This is what I'm gonna talk about, right? So that's what basically I'm telling about you this, and all these information that basically I'm telling you are already covered in the API testing using Postman, as well as the SDED series, which is where you will find the SDED tutorial, this one here. In this go to the, I think, third or fourth video, where you will see the API testing. I have covered extensively how to properly test, what are the different types of testing, API testing, what are different test cases. We have a practical demo of a GitHub APIs as well as a Jira API. We have done practical demos of API testing in this video, right? So make sure you watch them to crack that interview, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now comes to the automation point of view, right? Automation point of view, basically the interview revolves around, if you know the rest assured or any kind of a library related to the APIs, right? They will, it will basically revolve around that. You have to know the POJO to JSON, JSON to POJO, right? Basically serializing a POJO to JSON object and basically converting back, right? Those things, as well as you should have a framework knowledge. So to be honest, for any fresher as well as experienced people, I would suggest to start watching the series of Rest Assured, because if you know about the Java, then definitely you will basically able to understand how most of the topics are already covered in this 30-day series, right? So that's what I'm talking about here. And the another thing is basically API monitoring that you can do with Postman, and there are other tools available that you can give it a try, right? So these are the advanced concepts. So let's jump into my personal tips, which basically will help you to crack the interview, right? Make a list of topics as well for the API testing, like this. For example, we have done it. You can watch the different playlists that I have already done in the Testing Academy, right? That there you will see all the concepts, most of the concepts I have already covered there. Try the live projects, like in the SDED blueprint we have tried. We have a CRUD of a live application, as well as a GitHub repo API that we have automated, right? We have done it manually as well as we have done it through the rest assured also. So you can give it a try and understand it. So approximately 70-80% API testing interview question and answers that will come through this concepts only. Okay, so that's what I'm talking. Watch the videos, of course, all the API testing interviews that I have talk about basically here. This URL, you can go through it, and the automation framework videos, you will find most of them in SDET version 1 and the rest assured one, right? Another thing is make a plan for 7 to 15 days to watch the videos. This is really important, and be consistent and prepare a notes around it. And whenever you are done with the live projects, right, like in SDET Blueprint and all, approximately 70-80%, 80-85%, you will know most of the concepts that revolves around the API testing, whatever the people are asking right now, right? And this is really important, which is I have seen people getting selected based on only on APIs. So pay attention to this, and if you are having any kind of a API testing interview soon, so make sure you prepare well and crack it, right? And that's how I also have done it, right? Thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video. I hope this helps. Please make sure to like and subscribe right now if you are watching this, and make sure you are watching the videos, because this will help you to crack the APIs testing interview. I'll see you in the next video. If you want to know more about it, learn more about it, let me know in the comments what are the different topics you want to see in the future. I'll basically try to cover them in the videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.